Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
I was working away last night editing some vlogs. It's about halfway through one, getting ready to do something else, and my computer just crashed. I mean, like, stopped dead. So I restarted it, and I just got literally nothing. It just didn't start. I took out the cables, gave it a few minutes and tried it again, restarted it, it started. Phew. Okay. Then after a couple of minutes, crashed again. And there was no warning. It's not been sort of slowing down or causing me problems at any time. It's just literally shit the bed and died. That's what seemed to have happened. Finally, late last night, I managed to get it to slow. Here we go. This is what the message we just got. So have a look. Boot device not found. Placing the working operating system on hard disk. Okay. Now that would be fine, except last night it restarted after seeing this for half a dozen times, and it did start. So I managed to connect a drive and start downloading some things from it. Unfortunately, it crashed again before I'd got 50% of what I needed off. So 2 lessons learned: set up a backup drive and back up regularly. Didn't do that. Set up a boot disk. Didn't do that. I could probably get it repaired. I'm not about to take my computer with a hard drive in it to any repair shop and leaving it, because everything is on there. So, I mean, I've lost things like movies and music, but I've got copies, I've got backups of most of that stuff, but there'll be some things missing, but hey, you can rebuild that sort of stuff. But the other side of it is my computer's an i3, and I'm trying to edit 4K video, and frankly it's long and slow and tedious. I'm often working on bits where the sound and the video are running it, you're running it through, and it's at different speeds. It seems to be the sound's like way ahead of the picture, and that's not because they're out of sync in real life, it's because the computer doesn't seem to be able to keep up with it. So what it does is it builds shadow files, but that takes so much time to do, and also it means that when you're working, the quality isn't as good to see. So it's time anyway for a new computer. This one I think is 3 years old, and frankly it wasn't like highest spec at the time, but this is what we're going to do. So I think we're now going to go out and buy a computer, and I didn't want to do this, but we have to do it. We are in Plaza Pelangi. When you need computer gear in Johor, at the present time I think Plaza Pelangi is the better choice as the IT mall of choice for me. So what we're looking for is not a laptop, and I think a laptop would be a good idea if I have to cut and run in Malaysia, but I'll have to look at cost. Probably get more bang for my buck by buying just the bare bones. I'll just buy in the box. I've got monitors already, I've got everything else already, so it's really just a matter of getting the rest. So have a look. There's lots of gaming places up here. And, I don't really know that much about what's new now, but I've got a budget, so I have to work within that budget. That's what we will do. Check out some places. Chosen our computer, well, it's chosen us. I'm shocked at how expensive computers are. I mean, looking at gaming computers at 9,000, it's just unreal. I can't pay that kind of money. So mine's costing me nearly £300 more than I expected, 1,500 ringgit more than I expected to pay, and it is what it is. But I think the company's called PCImage at that point, so this whole thing is the same. And this is obviously the gaming part. The machine we're getting. The problem with this kind of thing is the amount of choices overwhelming. The specifications you need overwhelming, and the guy's been very helpful. He's been going through it. At least that's what I started off with. This is what I want to do, and he started then putting in the individual components, and I could just see that the price was going trum, trum, trum. And I just wanted to stop him because it was going to waste his time and mine, because he's basically in his mind building the perfect computer to fit what I'm looking for. The price was just going up and up and up, so I said, no, this is what I've got, this is what you've got, what have we got that's like that, and that's what we did basically. Spending more than we wanted to. But I think we're getting away light compared to what we could have spent. I mean, no, we do need a computer, we do need it for editing, and we do use it every day. So it is what it is, I guess. Here we go.
So your Wi-Fi number is here, and the power cord is still inside the box. And this one is your graphic card box and motherboard, your Windows license, and your processor box. Now the supplier already need to put the box.
It's been 2 or 3 days since I bought my new computer, and it's all set up, and it cost me 3,500 ringgit, which is about £700, which is much more than I really want to pay. I wanted to pay about 2,000 ringgit, but it appears that I'm a bit out of date on prices for computers, to say the very, very least. So let's have a look at what we got. Let me read the specs. I mean, I don't think it's the most powerful computer in the world, and I'll show you it as well, obviously. I'll show you what it looks like. This is my small monitor, which I'm watching YouTube on. It's my main monitor, which we are at this moment editing on, although I'm also using a new program. I'm trying DaVinci Resolve 15, which is a free program, because when my computer died, I also lost my copy of Cyberlink Power Director. So I'm having to learn a new one, and I'm having to do stuff very, very slowly at the moment. So it's all a learning curve, but I think it's worth it. It seems a much more complex and potentially better thing. This, I better turn it towards you so you can actually see it, is the computer. It's got all flashy, crappy lights, look, like this. That does flashy, crappy light things, like changing colours and shit. But I'm not really worried about that. None of that worries me. So this is what it is, though. The thing I like about it is it's got USB things on the top and on the back. So let's have a quick talk, shall we, about what the specifications are. So, specifications. So I know not a lot about this, anyway. It's got an AMD Ryzen 5 2600 with Wrath Stealth Co, whatever that means. Then I've got a thing called an Asus Prime B450MK AM4 socket B450. I'm guessing that's the socket plugs into. Got a Seagate Barracuda 1TB hard drive. Not really worried about that. So I've got a 4TB external one, and a SanDisk SSD solid state drive 240 gigabytes. I have a Radeon RX 580 4GB RX 580 4GB. What's that? That's my extra. No, it's not. I don't know. That might be the. Is that Master graphics card, I don't know. Then I have a Cooler Master power supply, 550 watt, 80. Rainbow casing as with flashy lights. Kingston 16GB PC4 2666 pin UDIM RAM. And Microsoft Windows Home 10. D-Link wireless dual band adapter, which is a little plug-in thing at the back. And that all came to our fluffing lovely 3,549. And it came from a place called PCImage in Johor. I've got to say the guy that served me was super helpful. That's his job obviously, but he did a really good job of being helpful. I bought stuff from them before actually. This is where I bought this chair from. I didn't realise it was the same shop because it's 3 shops in a row, and the actual end shop had balloons all on the outside covering up the sign, so I didn't realise it was the same shop. So they kind of separated it into like accessories, computers, and then gaming stroke video editing computers. And as with all these things, you know, the proof of the thingy bobby jobby is in the pudding, isn't it? Is that right? And so here's the deal. I had before this a HP all-in-one. This little thing down here, looking forlorn on the floor. That was an all-in-one, and then I had an additional screen connected to it. So at least it was still a 2-screen setup. So yeah, so that was my old computer. Obviously, space-wise, it was great. It didn't have a big box. This is a huge, big box, and I guess I could put it on the floor, but what's the point? It's got lots of room inside of it, and therefore, obviously, plenty of space for air to circulate. So, as well as that, what I also have connected to it is a external 4 terabyte drive, and then I've got a whole bucket full of other drives. So, but I did my first film yesterday. Well, say yesterday. It took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to do a very small, fairly simple film, because I'm learning the program, obviously, and that's proving to be much more difficult than I expected. I'm sure that somebody knew what they were doing could fly through what I'm doing at the moment and make it look so easy. But at the moment I'm trying to do it with having to watch like YouTube tutorials as I go along and try to sort of find out how to do each bit. But that's part of the journey. I've just reached 250 subscribers, which is literally nothing for most YouTubers, but for me it's been a long 18-month slog to get there. So tap myself on the back and thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed. I don't say 250 until I got 251, because I know that one of my subscribers is my dad, who I lost last year, so you know, he's there. And obviously I know there's a lot of subscribers that subscribe that never watch me, but that's not the point. It's about kind of crawling slowly, having people show that they liked what they've seen enough to push that button. Kind of helps. My viewing figures are up and down at the moment. I mean, there's no doubt that I'm doing way better than I did last year, but I've still got to get this vlogging malarkey right. Just booked our next trip, so we'll be going away at the end of this month to Brunei. In fact, by the time you see this, I may already be in Brunei. And the reason we're going there is because our son is there and we want to go say hello. And also doubles as a visa run. So there you go. So what we'll probably do then is fly from where we live, Johor, to Miri, which is in Sarawak, which is in Malaysia still. And then we get a taxi to the border and then walk across the border into Brunei. Very nice. Okay, so I need to get on with editing. So thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you that subscribed, and to those of you that like this, thumbs up, and those that don't, thumbs down. Leave comments, you know, just be nice. Play nice. Thank you very much. Take care.
Hit that like and subscribe button.